I'd like to welcome everybody here today for our annual, traditional Columbus Day press conference, with Columbus Day here just a couple of days away. Something we've done now for the last couple of years. I want to thank, obviously, WABC Radio and WABC Television for being here today as well. And I'll say this, I go to a lot of events throughout the year in New York. You can say what you want bad about New York, but nobody puts on an event anywhere like New York City. And the folks that do the best job of endorsing and at the same time supporting these events are the two people standing right behind me, and that is John and Margot Katzimatidis. I have been to many a parade in New York City, including Columbus Day, but I've never celebrated the event like this until I met John and Margot Katzimatidis. So without further ado, here they are, John and Margot Katzimatidis.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm very, very proud to be here today. And we're going to have the best parade ever for Columbus Day. We're going to defend our Columbus statues in New York, which is very important to me and to our way of life in the United States of America. And we're going to defend George Washington statues. And I'm proud to work very closely with the Columbus Foundation that runs the parade, and Angelo Vivolo. Angelo, step forward here. And Angelo and my wife Margot, who works very hard on putting these things together. And I am glad that the banks will be closed on Monday, honoring Columbus Day. So why are we taking down Columbus statues when the federal government and the banks are closed on Monday? Angelo, tell us about the parade. How many people are watching and whatever?
Well, first I have to reiterate what my friend Sid Rosenberg said. We can't thank Margot and John Katzimatidis enough for endorsing Columbus Day, for celebrating the day, for bringing everyone together on Columbus Day. And of course, ABC TV, but ABC Radio, 770, covering the parade. It's just wonderful. What's going to happen on Monday? Well, across the country, there are going to be thousands of people, tens of thousands of people celebrating Columbus Day. And in the tri-state area, there'll be people celebrating Columbus Day and with parades. But on Monday, on Fifth Avenue, here in New York City, will be the National Columbus Celebration, National Columbus Day celebration, organized by the Columbus Citizens Foundation. It's going to be a grand day. It's going to be over 30,000 people marching up Fifth Avenue, 100 participants from all over the world, Italy, here in the States, and of course, there'll be, if weather permitting, tens of thousands of people watching it on the sidelines. And we're looking forward to the excitement for not only Italian Americans to celebrate Columbus Day, but all Americans to celebrate Columbus Day, because it's an important day in the history of our country, in the history of the world. So thank you, and thank you very much. And John and Margot, can't thank you enough.
And I want to thank you, Angelo, and I want to introduce the next generation. Andrew Giuliani will be working with us on WABC Radio, and thank you. And you're the next generation. You got to carry the tradition, and you got to protect Columbus's statue.
Absolutely. You want me to say a couple
Go ahead,
words?
say
Okay,
a few
perfect.
words.
Well, John, you're absolutely right. Look, I remember in school being taught in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. And when I think about my daughter, my little Grace Giuliani, is she going to be taught that in schools? It's so important that Americans understand the exploratory spirit that is Christopher Columbus. So important for our school children to learn going forward. So it is an honor to head the coverage with you, John. And I know, Angelo, you'll be a big part of it. Sid, your beautiful face will be out there, I think, on a convertible here, where you belong.
Can we make him an honorary Italian at least? Absolutely.
Well, they do say, the Italians and our Jewish brethren, we're very, very close. And so you absolutely are. But John, thank you very much for making a part of this. Thank you very much for standing up for Christopher Columbus. Angelo, thank you. Margot, thank you for everything that you do. And we need to make sure that our next generation, like I said, understands the important spirit that is Christopher Columbus. It's an honor to be with you, and I'm looking forward to Monday very much.
Thank you. Our next generation, Andrew Giuliani. And with us also today is Emily Pankow. Emily, you're hiding. Our in-house Italian that runs our legal department. And Chad Lopez, come on up. Thank you. And we're here. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, I'm 28% Italian according to 23andMe.
You're 100% on Monday.
100% on Monday, and I look forward to marching. I look forward to celebrating. Angelo, you're the main man. You've been in charge of these things for many years.
Well-
We don't have a priest or a rabbi here to tell us to
kick it off.
to kick it off and pray for sunshine.
Well, we're all going to pray for sunshine. You know, it's really an important event for us because the Columbus Citizen Foundation is a cultural and philanthropic organization, and we provide scholarships for young Italian Americans who cannot afford to go to the schools they want to, even though they're qualified, because of financial need. And that's what we do. We're trying to help the young people in our community to get get an education that they really want in the schools that they really want. So thanks to you for exposing us, to giving us this opportunity to talk about it, because we really want everyone to be participants.
And thank you all for being here for this press conference on this Friday. And guess what? I'm treating everybody for lunch. And make sure we have a little bit of pasta.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.